in this thing. Top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning. Back with a brand new video for y'all, man. Today, I'm going to let you know why women tend to want you once you let go and use the law of detachment. Before I get into that, though, make sure y'all check out my other YouTube channel, Wolf and Pooch. I'm going to have the link in the description. And then at the end of the video, if I put you up on any game, hit that subscribe button and then hit that like button. It's free. You feel me? All right, let's get into it. So the law of detachment, this works for everything, right? This is a universal law. But this also works when it comes to dating, right? Especially when you're dealing with women. And I'm going to tell you how. First, it provides scarcity and it shows your value when you use the law of detachment, right? You see, when you be emotionally detached, and what I mean by emotionally detached, I just mean not being desperate or overly eager, right? That's all I mean. But when you're detached, you signal self-sufficiency, which equates to you being of high value, right? You see, scarcity increases your perceived value. The less you're available, the more she gonna pursue you. And this is why I say, us guys, we need to be focused on our purpose, our goals, living our life, spending time with our friends, family. Because if you're doing all these things, you're not going to be as available. And it's not you just trying to like play games and ignore her. Like, no. I mean, actually being busy to where you are like, you can't be available. You just don't have the time to be available because you're so busy working on you, working on yourself. That's what I mean by that, right? Another thing is like when you detached, it shows her your internal stability. You feel me? Not caring about the outcome shows confidence, which makes you more attractive. Most guys care about the outcome too much. That's why they be all nervous. That's why they be chasing, because they so worried about getting a woman to like her. But when you don't like her, you become more attractive. She's going to see you as way more attractive. Confidence signals security, maturity, and the ability to provide emotional safety. You feel me? That's why it's very important to be confident. I talk about this all the time on my channel. Confidence is key for all areas of life, not just dating, but for everything. Another reason why using the law of detachment is so powerful when it comes to women is because it shows you're not needy. You see, neediness is a turnoff. Being overly invested too soon comes across as insecurity and you're putting pressure on her. And women do not like pressure, trust me. They don't want to be feeling forced or pressured to do something or to be with you. That's just going to scare them off, right? So having healthy detachment lets the relationship breathe, which in turns, it creates room for a mutual desire between both of you guys. And it's not just one-sided. It's not just you chasing. No, you want to let the relationship breathe by letting go. And then that's going to make her want you as well. And it's going to be a healthier connection, right? See, being detached creates an aura of mystery. And it's kind of like a challenge. You'll be seen as a challenge. And we all know women like challenges. They don't want something that's too easy. Too easy is boring, right? Women like that excitement, that challenge. So when you detach, you're seen as that. And then it's going to make her become more curious. And it's going to make her want to engage with you more, right? Because she's going to want to conquer that challenge, of course, right? And so humans, we're wired to want things that's out of our reach. It makes us want it more. We want things that we can't have. And same with women, same when it comes to dating. When they know that, okay, you're kind of out there reach, it makes them want to reach out a little bit more. It makes them want to chase a little bit more because you're not so easily available, right? Another thing, when you're doing this, you got to have emotional control as a guy. Like, it's very important for us men to have emotional control when it comes to anything, but especially when it comes to dating. Because when you have emotional control over yourself, you're able to make better decisions, right? And then you're going to be able to spot red flags and you're not going to be emotionally tangled to the point where you overlook those red flags, because that's what happens a lot of times. A lot of times we overlook the red flags and we see it, but we're just so head over heels. So we still just, try to make it work. And that's a detriment to you when you try to do that, right? So when you have emotional control, you avoid self sabotaging, and you won't just choose somebody because you're scared or you don't want to be lonely, because a lot of people do that and then they end up regretting it later on, right? So basically, the law of detachment in dating, it's going to make you seem like high value as a man, for one. It's going to reduce the pressure for the female, for two. And it's just going to invite an organic connection between the both of you guys, right? You want a healthy, organic connection. You don't want something that's forced, something where, you trying to, you trying to like make it work. It's so artificial, because then it's just going to crash out. It's not going to work. So having that take it or leave it attitude, it signals abundance, and you're able to make better decisions. So this is why when it comes to women, man, just don't care. Just enjoy them, have fun, and whatever happens, happens. If a woman is for you, she's for you. If she's not, then she's not. But either way, even if she's not, you're going to make room for somebody who is for you. Okay? But yeah, law of detachment is a great law. I love the law of detachment. And it's not, like I said, it's not just for dating. You can use this for, like, let's say you want to get a job or something like that. You want a certain job. Well, put in the application, fill it out, you know, nail the interview, and then let go, right? And I bet you 9 times out of 10, you're going to get that job. You see, when you want something too much in life, when you want something too much, you never get it, because everything is energy. We have to remember this. Everything is energy. So if you want something too much, you're pretty much sending out energy that you don't have it. And we all know that the universe reflects that energy back to us. So you're still not going to have it. But if you manifest, in order to manifest, you put it out there, you make up your mind what you want, you do what you got to do, and then you just let go. Don't even think about the outcome. Don't think about nothing. And watch it come to you, And same with women. This is why women chase guys who really don't want them like that. It's because the guys are just like, hey, it is what it is. She either going to want me or not, but I'm not going to beg or chase. And then next thing you know, they all up in your face. All right, man. If y'all made it this far, I want you to type below law of detachment, man. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if y'all have used this before and if it worked for you guys dealing with women as well. All right. Till the next time, you already know what it is, man. It's lit.